rating how important electric guitar parts are to the instrument.
Let's start with tone wood.
Tone wood, not important, like 0 or 1. For acoustic guitars, it's a lot more important. For electric guitars, as long as the body's solid, you're not going to hear a difference.
Okay, what about tuners?
Yeah, tuners are kind of important. I'd actually put that at like a 5, somewhere in like the middle. Most of my guitars have cheap tuners, so I'm used to them. You're going to have a much better time with higher quality tuners, but it hasn't been a guitar deal breaker for me yet, but they are important. If you can get nicer ones, go ahead and get them, but if not, you just have to do a little bit more work.
What about the bridge?
Yeah, honestly, I don't care about bridges too much. I'm glad they're there, and I know people like to upgrade them, but I really don't think you're going to get a big enough tone change for it to matter. As long as your bridge is solid and you can intonate it, I don't think upgrading the bridge matters.
What about the fretboard wood?
Yeah, fretboard wood, I would give it like a 3. It definitely comes down to like preference and maintenance. I think you're gonna have a hard time hearing the difference between like fretboard woods. Basic, simple EQ could adjust as well. So I definitely wouldn't choose a fretboard based on its tone, but I definitely like the looks of lighter fretboards. And these maple fretboards are typically finished, so you don't have to hydrate them. Something like an unfinished rosewood or ebony fretboard, you do have to do a little bit more maintenance with it.
What about the pickups?
Yeah, the pickups are like one of the most important things. I'd like an 8 or 9, maybe even a 10. Your tone is going to vary greatly depending on whether you do single coil pickups or humbuckers or P90s. And low-end single coils are the worst pickups. They're not going to give you good tones almost ever. So I would definitely pay up for higher-end single coils. And really low-end humbuckers tend to be like squawky with gain. Isn't a deal breaker, but it is kind of a bummer. So it's nice to have higher-end humbuckers too. So yeah, pickups are very important.
And last one, what about the strings?
Strings might be the most important for me. Because if you have bad or old strings, doesn't matter what guitar you put those on, the guitar's going to sound bad. Brand new, high quality strings is probably the best tone upgrade you could do for your guitar. It's not pretty, but it's true. You want a brighter, punchier tone? Put new strings on your guitar. And new strings tend to solve a lot of tuning and intonation problems. So yeah, I'm going to give strings a 10. Very important.